Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Tuesday, oh my word. It's like a treat yourself Tuesday, but the most amazing treat yourself Tuesday because you guys have been waiting, like I have, like everyone, for such a long time for today is of course the launch of a brand new Nature's Garden collection. There's loads of other brilliant things happening as well throughout the day. This is of course Wake Up Call, the official, this is like the pre-launch, the official launch of the sunflowers coming up of course today in the launch day at 2 PM here in the UK, 9 AM on the East Coast, and then of course launch party will be here as well this evening at 6 PM in the UK, 1 PM East Coast, 10 AM West Coast. I am not on my own, someone else who is in the studio with me and is equally excited for today. It is of course the lovely Corrine Robinson. How are you, Corrine?
I'm really good, thank you. Yes, this is absolutely beautiful. It is the most stunning collection, isn't it? Paper pads, vellums, cardstock, dies, stamps, embossing folders. It is a signature collection, so you are getting what you, Nature's Garden collection, sorry, and you're going to get what you would expect so much.
You really are. Loads and loads of excitement. I'd love to know over on socials who has already got their orders in. Loads of people are saying hi already. Chelsea is saying morning, looked at the Sunflower collection, I am in love, it is in my basket. Thea's saying ahoy hoy everyone, loving the new collection. Rhiannon's in from Ballarat, Jill's in from North Yorkshire, Patty's here, Janet's in as well, Val I can see in Southampton. Who else we've got? Lily's in Maine. Linda says good morning from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ordered the sunflower set and an extra paper pad as well. Lots of you adding the extra paper pads in your basket too. Heather's also saying hi. I always think of flowers when I think of you, Corrine. I don't know why. You love your flowers, don't you?
You know me. I love making my flowers. And when I saw some of the sunflowers that people, our design team, have put on the cards that I'm going to show you, they are absolutely beautiful. Now, you've got creator cards here. So we've got creator cards here that are going to cut out your card perfectly, all the detail. Now, if you've got your paper piece release sheets, then this is a really easy effect to achieve because all the pieces stay just where you want them to until you're ready to release them. We have these stamps. Now, one of the stamps is really beautiful. It's really special. And it's half a sunflower. And you think, well, why would I want half a sunflower? Because what you can do is you can put your sentiment down the middle, which I think is really clever. And look at this. I want to show you. We've cut the sunflowers out of foam, or we've cut them out of cardstock.
I hate that it works with both.
Yeah, but they give them such different effects, don't they? But look gorgeous. Now, wouldn't be a collection if it didn't have a 3D embossing folder, would it? And it's not just a 3D embossing folder, it's a 3D embossing folder and 2 stencils as well. Oh, wow. The stencils fit over, so you can use them as stencils, or maybe you can use them to help you to do your inking, or you know, put your gilding wax on, however you want them. Now we've got a multi-layered stamp, which is absolutely beautiful. Get your quick dry inks out on that and you go in there. But look at all the different ways to use the background paper. Now here's another one. Did I just show you one with the, I did show you one, that other one with the gilding wax on. But how about this one with just colouring in that 3D
stunning.
Embossing folder.
The depth on that embossing folder. I don't know if it translates on screen, but honestly, here in the studio, it's like it's sculpted, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely beautiful. Then we've got frame sentiments, which is gorgeous, frame stamps and dies. And then look at this. We've got lovely sentiment.
Oh, that's cute.
I've never seen a card that shape before. Do you think it's absolutely gorgeous? But look at that. The effects you can achieve on these sunflowers by changing the paper that you cut them out of is beautiful. And look at that. Just paper in the background, couple of sentiments and your flowers.
It's stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Done. It is. You guys are absolutely loving it. I need to tell you, this isn't the only launch today well, because we've got the launch of the glue pens. I know we'd planned to launch them when we launched the gilding flakes. So it's a pack of 3. I'll try and show them to you in a moment. But they're a bit different, aren't they?
They are. So
I hadn't seen pens like this.
I've seen packs where you have 2 or 3 of the same pen, but these are slightly different. So the glue inside is the same, but you've got your different types of glue pens. So you've got your different applications. You've got like your one with a little ball, a roller ball on the end, so you're going to be able to find detail. You've got a chisel nib and a bullet nib. So depending on what you want to do. So imagine with those gilding flakes, you're going to want maybe your chisel nib. So maybe you're going to do some calligraphy writing or some larger areas. Perfect. Put it on, wait for it to change from blue to clear, and it's ready to go. The fine detail, maybe you just want to pick out little bits of detail on your project. That's going to work brilliantly. We're going to show you lots with them later, but they just work fantastically.
Yeah, and they're going to be coming up in our launch party show later, so that'll be at 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. We're also going to look back to that fabulous launch we had yesterday with the fancy sentiment stamps and dies.
Oh, yes.
We'll also have a little look at the flowers that you saw earlier in the week too, and the pop-outs as well. So there's loads for you to shop for. Talking about things to shop for and things to get excited about, Totally Tiffany's 2nd anniversary. We're celebrating all week this week, and we also have a spend more, save more. So spend 30, you're going to save 5. Spend 50, you'll save 10. Spend 80, you'll save 20. There we are, very much testing my memory there. And that's happening all week, and that's going to culminate in a really amazing show on Saturday night here in the UK, 6 p.m, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, or 10 a.m. West Coast. Tiffany will be here joining us via direct from Arizona, which is amazing. Right, we must get into it. So many people are letting me know that you've checked out these sunflowers already. Kathy's got a hold of them. Janet's got theirs. Shelley says I've placed my order already, got extras of the paper pads. The paper pads at the moment, not to raise any alarm, are selling about 3 times as fast as the big collection. So that tells me a lot of you are going for the collection, adding 2 extras of the paper pads in. Cheryl says, finally, I've been asking for sunflowers for years, yay. I am so excited. Right, let's give you the details. That it's going to be a scrum today. It really, really is. So many of you have been so excited for so long. If you want to go ahead now and get it in your basket, get your hands on the full collection, you can. I just want to highlight as well, you've got a 25% discount on this brand new launch. So that is your launch offer. We're launching something brand new, and we're going to still save you over £30 or $40, and you're going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount too. There is a lot of excitement over on the website. Let's kick it off then with this, the paper pad, because I feel like, Corrine, don't you, the paper pads, they just really set the tone, don't they, for the whole collection?
They really do. These are absolutely gorgeous. Double-sided, as always. It's exactly what you would expect. And then, you know, you've got those layers. You've got multiple layers within that paper pad. Isn't it absolutely beautiful?
It really is gorgeous.
Loads of different colour tones, picking out all of the different colours. Look at that with some sort of blue and purples then. You wouldn't
and also
associate that, but
the
it
addition
works.
of some like orangey reds. I think sometimes we think with sunflower collection, sure, it's all
Yellow.
going to be yellow and green,
Yeah.
but
No.
it isn't. The team have done so well to incorporate blues
like that
and
one.
creams
That's nice.
and whites in here as well. If you want to go for an extra one of the pad, details are on the bottom of your screen there. I need to let you know, even before we've come live, it's only just gone live this morning, 10% of the paper pad has gone, and 5% of this main collection has gone as well. It's going to be a very, very busy show. So that is your paper pad. You're going to get that included. You're going to get it in a 12 by 12, and you'll also get it in the 6 by 6 as well. So it's brilliant that you've got that in there. Let's move on to this. I'm so glad we've done linen for the papers for this collection. I think it really suits, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Works so well if you want to use these to cut out to make your sunflowers. It's just that extra texture, but it just adds that bit of quality. And all of those colours that you're seeing in there are replicated through the main paper pads.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. If you want to go for the luxury linen card on its own, you can. $14.99 or $19.95 to get an extra one of those. Most of you at the moment are adding in an extra of the 12 by 12, an extra of the linen. Remember, you're getting all of this in the main collection as well, don't forget. And then also this, the vellums in the sunflowers.
Aren't they beautiful?
They're next level, aren't they?
They are.
Really gorgeous.
So they're just like those paper pads, but in vellum form.
I absolutely love that one there. Great for adding texture, wonderful distressing, tearing. There's so many different things that you can do with these, which is brilliant. So if you wanted to get an extra one of those in your basket, you can. Details are there on the bottom of your screen, remember. You will be able to use your Club Inspired discount on any additional items. I will also share this with you as well. Now, I understand why we've done it, but it really isn't usual. We wouldn't normally see a Nature's Garden with the foam included, but you have got the foam included in here.
I think they had to. With it being sunflowers, you couldn't not include the foam, could you?
Great quality, this foam as well, isn't it, Corrine?
Yes, oh, absolutely. It's going to shape and mould beautifully. You're going to be able to make the most gorgeous sunflowers. But you know, use these with your other flower dyes. It's not just for making sunflowers, it's just for making beautiful flowers.
Amazing. So you're going to get that included in there. They are your sort of consumable elements, so lots of you adding extras of those in there. Let's move on though and have a little look at the rest of it, because we have got some gorgeous items in here for you. This one here is your striking sunflower. So many dyes in here. I think usually with a flower dye, Corrine, we normally see like a couple of dyes, don't we? And then we repeat them.
Yeah.
This is, I'm imagining this will give you great versatility, all these different sizes that you've got in here.
Exactly. So you've got the sort of two different sizes of the sunflower heads, then you've got the centres, and then you've got all the gorgeous foliage. And as that board shows, it could be cut out of cardstock, it could be cut out foam. It could actually be cut out of any material you wanted, but those are the two I think you're going to turn to time and time again.
Yeah, absolutely great. You've got that included. You will then get this in here, your sunflower bouquet, and you've got that's a layering stamp for you.
Isn't
and
that beautiful?
You've got the sentiment. Really, really lovely.
So gorgeous. So make sure you've got your quick dry inks, because they are the best ones to be doing that with.
Really cool. That is coming, of course, in the main collection for you. Everything is available individually if you want to build your own basket. But remember, if you do just go for the collection, not only do you get it all in one click, you also get that 25% saving. So that is brilliant. Or you can pay full price for the individual items. Sentiments in here. Just a wildflower in love with the sunshine. That's me. That's me, Corrine. Yeah.
Yes.
We've also got things like wild like a flower, warm like the sun.
Oh,
love that.
You got that half sunflower there, which is so pretty as well.
Really cool, isn't it? And then you've got things like, just a note, rise above the storm and you will find the sunshine. Sun-kissed wishes is what the other one says in there too. And of course then those really lovely elements that you're going to be able to colour in with your colouring medium. So you've got that in there. Then we've got this one, hello sunshine. So you've got sending, this is really clever how they've done this. They've packed loads of sentiments, haven't they?
Yes.
So heart with sunshine, wishing you sunshine, sending sunshine, sunshine and smiles, or it could be sending sunshine and smiles if you wanted to. There's loads of possibilities with that one.
Sunshine on a cloudy day.
Yeah,
sunshine,
that's what you are here in the studio, Corrine. Sunshine on a cloudy day. But don't shine too bright because it does get warm in here, okay?
It does,
This one here is your fabulous frame. Now that is stunning, isn't it?
It's
just looking here as well then. Oh, that sentiment's separate too, so we can put other sentiments in there.
Oh, of course you can, absolutely. It's going to work perfectly for that. And it's going to look so pretty that you can then sort of just stamp on that frame. It is a beautiful, beautiful stamp. Very dainty looking, but absolutely gorgeous.
Really, really cute. Absolutely love that. Then we also have here as well the Sunflower Splendor, which is this one there, your creator card. So cut this in or cut this out. I would imagine this will be quite simple to paper piece, this one, Corrine.
Yeah, you saw that example of that I showed you right at the top. So yeah, if you've got your paper piece release sheets, then yes, cut it out in different colours and then paper piece it back in. That's going to be our first demo this morning, but we're just going to keep it white and it's going to look so elegant. It's
absolutely
going to look
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And then your final item here as well, last but by no means least, is this. You have got a brilliant 3D embossing folder. I mean, the sculpture on this emboss is absolutely next level. And then you've got the two different stencils that you can overlay over there as well. 125.88 or 163.40 is what you should be paying. And look, it's worth every single penny or cent of that. However, as a very special offer for the launch, we love to do something special whilst we've got the whole collection in stock. We've given you that 25% discount. It's a £30 or $40 saving. That takes it down to £95 there or thereabouts, or $122. You're all going to use your Club Inspired discount as well. And of course, that will then take it down to $75.99 or $98.04. If you want to get to that free shipping threshold of $125, then it's very simple to do that by adding in extras of the 12x12, the luxury cardstock and the vellums. That will take you up to that $125 free shipping threshold. So much excitement in the comments as well. Absolutely loving this. All of the extra paper pad says Mary Jo. Jenny says, I bought mine, added extra card, foam and the 6x6. Julie says, hello all, got my order in. Heather says, bought mine, yippee. We thought we were busy before the show, Corrine, didn't we?
We
Before
did.
we started. In the 16 minutes since we started this show,
Okay.
we've sold the same amount of collections again that we did before we went live this morning.
I just think everybody just needed to see inside that
They
paper pad.
really
see
do.
inside that pad, see those vellums and realise what you're getting. Now just remember, every element has been sized so that they work perfectly together. So we're going to start off with the Sunflower Splendor, but when you start looking at the sentiments, all the sentiments on the other bits are going to fit perfectly in the aperture. When you look at the flowers, they're going to work perfectly with the frame. They're going to work perfectly with the embossing folder. They're going to work lovely with that stamped frame. They're going to go perfectly with, just size right with the backing papers, with the vellums. Everything is, you know, the level of detail is phenomenal, and it all works together perfectly.
It really, really
It
does.
does.
Any questions that any of you have got, please do get them into the... I'd say to us, but we know I'm just going to ask Corrine. So get them into me and I'll ask Corrine on
Thank
your
you.
behalf. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. It's going to be a very, very busy show. Lots of you getting your orders in, then sitting back, relaxing and watching the show. Right then, Corrine, where would you like to start?
Okay, as I said, we're going to start with the Sunflower Splendor. Now, this is a lovely die, so it's almost a creator card in one. You've got all of this gorgeous detail, but there is no cutting blade around the outside. We give you that completely separately. So if you do want to cut out a topper, you can pop it like that, and that's going to give you a really fine border. If you wanted something a little bit bigger border, what you can do is you can cut your cardstock down first. If you look at that, I could cut, if I trim that across there, I could have like a half-inch border, absolutely perfect all the way around. So we're giving you the options. Now, I'm not going to use that frame today. I'm just going to use this gorgeous, gorgeous die. So I'm going to pop it this way up. So I've got an 8x8 piece of cardstock, and I've scored in at 1 inch from each side. So then I just want to centre this up perfectly. So this is just going to give me the perfect border all the way around. Now it's going to cut my aperture out in the centre, so that tells me that is the perfect place to put my tape, because that's going to be my waist. Then I can just layer up the rest of my mats. Now this will go through your Gemini Junior, but only through your Gemini Junior if you use a piece of cardstock 5x7 or smaller. I'm using 8x8, so I've gone up to my full-size Gemini plates, just because it's the cardstock that's dictated the machine I used rather than the die. I hope that makes sense. We always say, oh, these will go through your smaller machines, but if you're using the larger cardstock, clearly you've got to go through the larger machine. Now look at this.
Well, it cuts like a dream, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this. I've not put this through on an embossing mat, but can you see how that's cut? Well, it's really done a lot more. It's like a beautiful emboss. Put that in there. Hope you can see how much that has picked. There you go, you can see, pick that up. So all I need to do then is just poke all the bits out. Let me see if I can grab a die brush.
I think Cheryl's saying what a lot of us are thinking, a lot of people at home are thinking. Cheryl says, man, I don't want to wait for it to ship.
Go this way. Yes.
Good things come to those who wait. I'm sure we'll get it to you as fast as we can.
But if anybody was watching over the weekend and we said there was a slight delay in the shipping because we were moving warehouse, it's back up and open.
Oh, yeah.
It's back up and open.
We've got a brand new facility as well.
I
just around the
know.
corner. Have you seen it? It's so fancy, Corrine.
I haven't been round. I fancy going and having a look.
Have you driven past?
I've driven past, yes, and there's now signs up on the gate.
Is there?
Yes.
How exciting.
I know.
It's massive.
Yeah, because we had a poor delivery driver turn up here on Saturday when we were Friday maybe, when we were working, because there wasn't a label up on the gate, and I think he'd driven past it and found us here instead. So
and it is just around the corner. It means we can just pop round, causing havoc now between shows.
Yes, exactly. Right, I'm just poking all of these out. They've all cut beautifully, but now I can just pop them out like that. There we go. Just get all of these out, because it's going to make all the difference if I can make sure I've got those. If you find that you don't like popping them out like this, then just run it through twice in through your machine without changing the plates in any way, because if you do that, then the second cut will just pop all those bits out. They will come out. Just takes a minute to do, but the effect, now look at that. This could be a Let's see if I grab my foam mat. I had it out a minute ago there. I know it's not the right foam mat. Let's see if I just do it through on here, whether I can get all those. That's better. Those bits are coming out. There.
Maria is dedicated to the course. She says, Joe, I set mine on for 5 a.m. this morning.
Oh, wow.
So I could make sure I got the bundle ahead of the show. That is very, very savvy of you, Maria. Seeing as over 10% already of our brand new launch has gone. Just to give you an idea as well, we should have enough stock to last at least a month when we launch these brand new collections. But you guys, honestly, it's like supply and demand. You clear us out every single time. The best way of guaranteeing that you're going to get all the collection, every single little bit of it. If you've got, Corrine, what we call full set syndrome, as many of our crafters do, then the launch day is always the day where you can guarantee you're going to be able to get every single element.
I know.
Because it's those papers usually, isn't it, the first to go?
Oh, they always are. I wasn't expecting to come in today, so I'm in and crafting along with this, which is absolutely perfect. And I've seen in my diary, in about 3-4 weeks' time, I've got a craft along with this collection. So I'm already thinking, what could I be doing as a craft along? Once you've got it, so, you know, tune in 3-4 weeks, you'll have your collection by then, and then we can start giving you even more ideas on how to use it. So there we go, all the bits poked out. So I've already done my score line, so I'm going to pop that over. Oh, let me grab my score tool so I can just burnish the edges. There we go, that's going to go here. Now, we talk about, I'm just, little self-plug here, we talk about all the tools. Next Monday, I've got a show, a tool show.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, so, you know, if you hear us talk about the different glues, the different tapes, why do you need this, why do you need that, well, tune in next Monday and I will go through all the different tools, from the machines to the score tools to the die brushes to the ball tools, and we'll really go into depth about them. Right, so I'm going to just leave that for 1 minute. So we've created that gorgeous front, and I'm just going to cut myself. I just want to make sure I'm cutting it out of the right piece. Yes, that was... Oh, that's my card blanket. That one is my spare piece. And I'm just going to cut some of the flowers. Now, I'm going to cut these out of white, but if you wanted to, you could be cutting these out of that linen cardstock. That would look gorgeous too. So you've got a little centre here, but I'm actually going to use this little centre. And then I'm going to cut some of the foliage there. So those will look so, so pretty. Put those, and again, this could be going through on my smaller mat if I wanted to, because I'm only cutting a few bits, but seeing as I've got the mat ready, then we'll just put it through on there. So I'm just being careful that nothing moves, because I've been lazy and didn't tape it all down. So let's just take all these bits through. There we go.
I'm going to have to. Are you going to get sick of me saying it's very busy? But it really,
really is. Isn't it?
So many of you are shopping at the moment on the website. Hundreds of you got your hands on this collection now. I can't wait to see what people come up with.
This must be my first big, like, you know, Nature's Garden type release that I've done, because I've done other releases, but nothing as like this. I think I came in like with the Dragonfly on day 2 and things like this, but I've never been here when we've done the first one, so this is really exciting. So I'm just going to cut out a couple more flower heads.
Betsy says, I just bought the collection and the extra paper pads. I hope you guys bought extra paper pads. Or, you know, Christine Mahoney will be stocking up. I wonder if she's up yet. The queen of the paper pads herself, Christine Mahoney.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure she'll
have
be in
a lot,
soon.
and they're beautifully
She usually
stored.
gets about 8 or 10, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
She loves a paper pad. She did a... She joined us on one of the shows recently. Honestly, her craft room is like a showroom.
I bet it is.
Corrine, it really is like a craft store. It's rather
Well, she can
fabulous.
come and tidy mine, because mine is estate.
Is it?
Yesterday was supposed to...
I've noticed you still haven't shared any pictures of yours.
No, just keeping it for a little bit, because Ben and I were talking about something, so we might... I'm just holding back on that. But yesterday was going to be a tidy up the craft room, but then I ended up taking the car in to get a service and didn't get back in time, so it just didn't end up getting done. So yes, I literally had to then...
It can wait, can't it?
It can wait. Wait till the weather's not as nice as well. So I'm not doing tidying up on a really nice
weather. The weather's too beautiful. You can't be doing that.
Right. Okay, so I've got my little pieces. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring in my pen. So I've got my gold yellow blend, my gold brown and my dull green as well. And we're just going to colour these in. So let's just add in, let's start with our gold yellow blend on our flowers. So I'm going to take one of these. Now, I've just picked up the brush nib of the tri-blend just because that was the one that I could find in the colour that I wanted. So we're going to pop that all over. Just put that over first. Now, was this the right? We could have done this with the inks. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. Change my mind. I've got a spare one.
Look at you mixing it up on the go.
I had all the inks down. Where did I put them? I got them out so when we were showing somebody, we were doing, they're here, look. I've got them ready. Let's change my mind and do them. I've still got enough flowers left. Do them in the, there we go. That's better. I moved everything because Caitlin came in and we were doing some little boomerangy bits, weren't we? And it confused me. I put things away. Right, let's change our mind and get a different effect. Let's do it with our ink pads. Luckily, I cut a spare. Lemon tonic. Let's come all over with lemon tonic. There we go. That's the effect I wanted. So I'm going to come over with that one first. There we go. I'll colour another one in with pens later.
I bet these would look gorgeous. Cut out the vellums from this collection.
Won't that look beautiful? Yes. Absolutely really stunning. Because you can then, you know, you get that shape, you get that delicacy, won't you? So
they also
pretty.
remind me, put a little face on there, they remind me of the sun from the Teletubbies for some reason.
Yeah, well, yeah, would do, wouldn't it?
Pop a little baby picture in there, you've got the sun from the Teletubbies. I don't know if you guys have the Teletubbies in the States, I'm not sure. We'll have to ask our resident American Erin and see if they have the Teletubbies. Yeah, Christine Mahoney is in the building, she's watching. I mean, I would ask Christine Mahoney, you know, how many paper pads she's bought, but that's a little bit like asking to look inside a lady's handbag or ask them their age, isn't it? There's some things that you just don't do.
No, you don't do. You don't ask those questions. You know, you just don't need to. It's one of those you don't need to know.
Absolutely not. Remember as well, we will have a full 2-hour launch day on this particular product later today as well. So if you've gone for it now, absolutely stick around for the rest of Wake Up Calls and more demos to come on this. But the full 2-hour is like the pre-launch. This is like, you know, when you have the very fancy credit card that allows you to get the pre-sale code for the tickets that you want to buy to see your favourite performer in concert. That's what this is. That's how we're going to think about this. The actual launch is going to be happening at 2 o'clock here in the UK, which is 9 AM East Coast, 6 AM West Coast, 2 full hours with myself and Corrine featuring this and only this as well, which is glorious.
Absolutely, it's going to be perfect, isn't it? So I'm just coming in. I've put some honey pot down, and then I'm just going to go in, just dot the centre, just to add little bits on the centre, just with the pen top, just like that, just adding in that gorgeous texture. There we go, just around the edge.
Was it Van Gogh who did the sunflowers?
Van Gogh, yeah, Van Gogh did sunflowers, didn't he? Yes.
There was an exhibition. I didn't actually go to it. I really want to. You know the thing you just don't get around to? Because it was called Van Gogh Live, and it was an interactive exhibition of... Is it Van Gogh or Van Gogh? Van Gogh. I think maybe our American friends pronounce it Van Gogh. I don't know. Anyway, he did lovely sunflowers. And there was this huge digital exhibition that's travelled around the country, Corrine. You could go in and have you, like it was his artwork, but brought to life in a new way. It was very clever.
Oh, wow, yeah. Because there's a lot of people that don't interact with it. So, to, you know, if you can find a new way to encourage people in. Right, green topaz, just on here, and I'm just going to blend it over there. But the reason I'm using, you know, when you look and you see the paper pad that we're going to be using, you'll see why we brought in the colours like this, because it's just going to, mix perfectly.
Sunflowers definitely remind me of being a kid at primary school and having Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
Remember Harvest Festival?
Which is weird, because I think by Harvest Festival, in England, haven't most of the sunflowers gone over?
Maybe, yeah.
I thought they did, because I thought they were they're sort of tail end of the summer, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think.
Right. Definitely in time to be crafting lots of amazing things for sunflower season. We're moving out of peony season now, aren't we?
Yeah. I know you're a bit partial to peony season, aren't you?
I love a peony.
When I last saw you, you'd said you'd left some peonies on the on the side at home.
Yes.
Had they gone over by the time you got home?
No, they were beautiful when I got home.
Were they?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then I went down to Peterborough and stayed with my friend Stacey, and she's got a peony bush in her back garden.
Yeah.
And the peonies were so big, she had to cut them off the bush because they were actually
Pulling it
hanging
over.
down onto the lawn.
Yeah,
At some
ours
point.
does that.
So she's cut them off, and I kid you not, they were, when they bloomed, they were like this big.
Wow.
They were like small dinner plates. They were huge, absolutely beautiful.
I might do that this year, because normally I just leave ours, and then, like you say, they pull over. So I might actually do that a little bit this year.
Really
and
beautiful.
Where they're pulling over. And
Betsy
our
wanted to know
peonies
which
are just
tri-blend you were
budding.
using, sorry.
Our peonies are just budding at the moment.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Our front garden is the least sunny bit of our garden.
So they take a little bit longer.
So I think they take a little bit longer.
Betsy was asking what tri-blend you were using there.
What tri-blend I was just using was the gold brown shades, just to do
Brilliant.
the centre. Yes.
That
Right.
rightfully points out as well, this would be a great collection to use with your Be Beautiful collection.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe this summer you want to give your Be Beautiful collection a new lease of life.
Yep.
Mix in a little bits from the sunflower collection. Absolutely, it will do that.
That
Colour
would be-
tones are very similar, aren't they?
They are, yeah, they're going to work gorgeous, aren't they? So I've just coloured them in, and it doesn't take much to get some fantastic effects like that. And I'm just using my tacky glue just to put on there. So at the moment it's not quite caught, so put that onto there. Make sure they're all staggered a little bit, just like that. And then I'm just going to press it down with my ball tool just to make it catch, and hopefully that's now caught. And then I've got my little centre, and all I'm going to do behind there is put a little foam pad, one single foam pad just behind there. Pokey tool was just here. Actually, I think it's going to need 2 foam pads because I've shaped it. Let's put a second one on. There we go, just to lift it, because I've actually added quite a bit of dimension. And then that will go into the centre just like that. So yeah, absolutely perfect. Right, now we've done that, let's then come and put our card together. So it's all going to be so easy to do. Now, from the stamp set, I have stamped out some kissed wishes. But look at this, you look at this and you think lilac, but this is going to be perfect for this collection. So what I've got here is I have got one of the papers and then my lilac, and then I'm just going to, oops, take the end off. Let's pop that on to our card. So this is like a faux front to my card, and we're going to pop that on just there. Pop that one on. Then I'm going to come back in. Remember this panel that we cut? So this is going to be, so my cardstock here you can see is exactly the same 8 inches, but it's 8 inches by 5.5. Now, if you remember, this was 8 inches. We've scored at 1 inch from either end. So that if that was 8, we've now got the centre panel is 6 inches wide, but this is only 5.5 inches wide. So we're going to get the most amazing bow effect. So again, I can use my tape pens because it's super strong, and then we can go, even put it in the right way round, pop that on there and tuck it in. Now, the reason I have used this faux front is so that we can hide all the workings. Can you see there, look, exactly 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch too big. So if we then put the tape on here, 1/2 inch is a really nice bow on something of this size. Push that over and then pop that. Oops, that's not very straight. Let's try again with it actually straight. Pop that into the corner, shall we? I've caught it. There we go. Pop that into the corner so it's nice and straight just there, and then fold that over. That's much better. And that has now, can you see, look at that, created that gorgeous bow. Like we said earlier, no reason why you couldn't paper piece that, but we're not going to. Now, it's quite hard to put your tape onto there, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tape onto my card base. If you
really
want to,
effective with the white, isn't it? Overlaid over the paper pad.
Yes.
I think makes it easy to understand why you'd want to go for extra paper pads, because obviously the other elements are going to last for a really, really long time. Just thinking as well about the Be Beautiful collection, Corrine.
Yeah.
I know the papers have gone in the Be Beautiful collection.
have
We
they?
don't have them anymore. Yeah,
Right.
they are completely sold out. You could definitely, even if you weren't going for the main sunflower collection, wouldn't it be lovely to use the sunflowers with your Be Beautiful?
Oh, gosh,
in
yes.
place of that Be Beautiful paper pad. So maybe think about doing that as well. Remember, every single element in this collection is available individually, so you can go and build your own bundle, or maybe you're just going to go for the papers and the vellums, and you're going to use them
or
with something like your Be
one
Beautiful.
die or the embossing folder. You don't
Absolutely.
have to use it. Oh, I should have put that on before. There we go. Put my sentiment on, and then I've got my gorgeous, gorgeous flower. Let's see, where did I put my glue? There it is. So we can then, actually, I'll do this with my 3D glue, I think, because I got that out. So I'm going to pop my flower on first, and we can just pop that on just there. So I'm going to put the glue on the back and then attach this. So I'm just coming over the corner of this. I just think this is so pretty. You can see the thought and the time, that's gone into this, because everything just works so well. So we can pop that on there, and just to tie everything together, oops, I've got a spare one there. We have a lovely little bow that's all ready to go, and we can pop that just in that top corner, because then that ties everything. And let's come in a little bit if I can. There we go, just off the corner. There we go. So how about that? Our first card, but how classy. Oh, let's just make sure our sunflower doesn't fall off while it's drying. How classy and sophisticated is that? I just think that it could be used for anything, couldn't it? We've got birthday there, we've got anniversaries, we've got a just because card. Absolutely gorgeous with those lovely sentiments.
Absolutely gorgeous, yeah. Something that's going to be a real versatile collection. You're going to be able to give for many, many occasions. Right, big news on this paper pad. Corrine,
Is there?
Hold on to your craft desk.
Okay.
A fifth of the stock of the paper pad has already gone.
A fifth?
A fifth of the paper pad has
Wow.
already gone. This is not even the launch. This is just like the little precursor.
I was hearing
to the launch.
5%, and I was thinking, oh, that's
Yeah.
5%. But you didn't mean 5%, did
No,
you? You meant 20%.
Yes, a fifth of the stock has gone. You're going to need to be quick if you want to get extras of this in your basket. Let me take you back through, and everything I'm about to share with you is included in that main collection. It is absolutely stunning. I love the inclusion of things like oranges and lavender tones in there as well, so you're going to be able to colour match it to lots of different projects. So you're going to get the 12 by 12 in there. It is available on its own individually too, so I'll just give you the details of it on its own. You can grab that as well if you want to. A lot of you are popping this in the basket on its own, so some of you are actually going for 2s and 3s of this in addition, so make sure you are grabbing an extra one of those. Details come up along the bottom of your screen just there. The other one that a lot of you are going for, of course you're going to get one in the collection, but a lot of you are also choosing to add into here that luxury linen cardstock, all beautifully colour matched with that main collection as well, which is gorgeous. So if you want to go for that one on its own, again you can, $14.99 or $19.95. The other one that you are loving also, you will get the 12 by 12 and you get it in a 6 by 6 size as well, by the way, so you get it resized. The other one that a lot of you are going for extras of is this, the vellums, and they are absolutely stunning. Details are there for an extra individual one on the bottom of your screen, which is awesome. Now, the other thing you're also going to get included, and we don't normally do this with a signature collection, but with this one, you'll understand why. We've actually popped the foam into there as well. So you've got beautifully colour matched foam in there too, which is brilliant. So you've got the foams in there too. Someone's asking about the GSM on the papers. So the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6, they are 180 GSM, and the linen cardstock 250 GSM. So really good all-around weights there for you. Let's go through then the rest of the collection, what you are getting. I'm going to go through this quite quickly because I know we're going to get back to Corrine for another demonstration. So you're going to get the striking sunflower, those beautiful dies that have been used on so many of the finished projects from the design team. You've also got the sunflower bouquet in there, that amazing layering stamp. You're going to receive the sun-kissed wishes in here too. Hello Sunshine is this one just here. You've also, they're all your sentiments, and they are, you can really play around with those and curate your own sentiment, which is excellent. You've got the fabulous frame, and remember that the sentiment in here, which is fabulous friend, is interchangeable, so bring some of your other sentiments in there also. You've got the sunflower splendor included in here too, and also then as well the sumptuous sunflowers, which is amazing. So you can see there you've got a 3D embossing folder, and you've then got your 2 stencils. My oh my, are we busy on this collection at the moment. $94.99 or $122.55. You guys have been waiting for this for absolutely ages. What I can't quite believe, given the excitement that there's been around this collection, I can't believe that we have slapped a 25% discount on it, because it should be £125 or $163. The today price, £95, $122. You're all going to be using your Club Inspired discount as well. So everyone's going to save £30 or $40, and then you're going to get an extra saving on top of that, because what Platinum members in the UK are saving another £19 on top of there, which is amazing value for money. Very, very busy. Over 10% now of that has gone. It is going really quickly, but specifically if you want to be in the position where you're able to get the extra 12x12s of vellums and the luxury cardstock, I would be ordering those ASAP. I would not be dillying or dallying. Loads of love coming in for Corrine's last card just there. Jill says, I'm loving this card. Linda says, such a lovely card. Love the colour combos and the vellum, says Mary Kay. Now, a couple of other bits that I think you're going to want to add into your basket. Maybe you haven't done flower forming before. Then you've got everything you need already in there, really included, because you've got the flower dye in the sunflowers, and you've also got the foam too. But fantastic to go for these tools here as well. So it's a flower forming tools, a 4-piece ball tool set, and the petal distress tool. You're saving over 30%. So I'm going to guess you're getting the petal distress tool included for free there, because these would normally be $14.99, I believe. So snap those up, £12 or $16 if you're a Platinum member there. Now I love it when we do this next thing that we've done as well, which is include perfectly colour matched ink pads for you as well. So the team have put together a set of ink pads, a 10-piece collection to work specifically with your brand new Sunflower Nature's Garden collection. So in here you are going to get the orange, you're also getting the lemon in here, the straw bale, the green topaz, this is the grasshopper, you've got the seal brown, you've also got the friar brown, the sandstorm, you've got the pale fig there, and you've got the lagoon as well. Brilliant deal for you. Save £12.91 or $18.51, and you've got your Club Inspired discount as well. Platinum members, £37 and change, $56 and change. Right, Corrine, I think we need a break. I don't know about you, but I'm on the verge of a nosebleed, honestly.
It's a beautiful, beautiful collection, and it's fantastic to see how much everybody is loving it. There's been a lot of hype about this, and I really don't think you're going to be disappointed when you get yours.
No, you absolutely are not. Over 10% of the main collection, over 20% of the paper pad is gone. That doesn't include everyone that's got product in their basket at the moment. So I think what we're going to do, I know lots of you at home are waiting for an opportunity to check out, so why don't we give you an opportunity to check out your baskets? We'll be able to have a little look at how much we've got left then as well when we come back. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of US shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick buy. Get yours now.
Do you remember that time, Corrine, when Kim Kardashian posted that picture and she had a champagne glass on her back behind and a bottle of champagne and she broke the internet? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We're in danger of breaking the internet right now in the show. Forget about Kim K's behind, Corinne. All we need...
Old news, that is.
That's old news. Move over, Kim K. The sunflowers are in town. It is so exceptionally busy over on the website. I know loads of you are trying to check out. We'll get to each and every one of you. Do not panic. It is really busy. We're going to go straight back into another demo now with a lovely Corrine, but any questions that you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Right, what would you like to share with us next,
Okay,
Corrine?
we're going to use our embossing folder. Now, this is a 3D embossing folder, so this is going to emboss all those different layers. Now, the other thing you also get is you also get your stencils. Now, it's entirely up to you. You can use the stencils just totally on their own and make the most gorgeous, gorgeous images, or you can use them to help you with your colouring for your embossing folder. So it's a 5x7, so I've actually cut my cardstock 1/4 inch shorter. So it's 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and that will then fit brilliantly inside the embossing folder. Let me just make sure I've got that nicely centered. There we go. So that's good. Get it straight, Corrine. There we are. Right, now, 3D embossing folder. Really, really easy to remember. So your normal plate combinations is 2 clear plates, a magnetic and a clear shim, plastic shim. All we're going to do is we're going to take out the thickest one of our thick plates so that we can put our embossing folder on our plate and then add in our magnetic shim and our plastic shim. Keep your plastic shim on the top. Don't have your magnetic shim on the top because obviously because of the pressure going through the machine. But this will be absolutely perfect. So because of the embossing folder, we've just taken out that thick plate and this will emboss 3D. It's just fantastic to see. And again, remember, 5x7, so it will go through on your Gemini Junior plates as well, or your Gemini Junior if you want to. Now, this is going to be super exciting. Wow, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
Sometimes on white, we're like, oh, hang on, let me just put a bit of ink on it. If I angle it, honestly, it's like,
You don't
boom,
need
as soon as
to,
you
do
open the folder there.
That was flat white cards 18 seconds ago. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, we're not spritzing it with anything first to make it pop. It's just a beautiful, beautiful emboss. I think that is so, so pretty. But like I said, if you wanted to, you can use the stencils because look, the stencils overlay perfectly if you want to do some colouring. Now, I'm not going to colour every last bit. I'm going to colour parts of it, so just to show you how this goes. So what we've got is we've got our gold yellow blend, and I'm going to take the middle one, the gold yellow 3. Now, I'm not even going to go in and do lots of blending. I'm just going to colour with this. So I'm just colouring on top of the embossing. So this is just, if I remember, this is just multi-purpose cardstock.
Okey-doke.
So I don't need, because I'm not blending, I'm not going in with my Nina card, because we're just literally just colouring this in. So just come along the top of those. And like I say, it's so easy to do. But if you're at all unsure, you can pop your stencil on. If I can, come on, there. Why am I not getting that lined up? There we go. So that pops on. Now that lined up a minute ago. Why am I not lining up? There, you can see. And then all you can do is then you can just colour through the stencil if you wanted to, but I find that sort of distracts me and I find it harder to do. So all I'm going to do is just...
The 3D embossing folder on its own is excellent, isn't it? And just use it on its own, but it's really lovely to have the addition of the stencil there.
It is.
And I think that Leanne and the team are so good, aren't they, at giving our customers the most amount of options when it comes to using their
and that's what it is.
materials.
It's all about options, isn't it? So if you like this image, but you think to yourself, actually, I don't want the height. You know, what I need to do is I need to do it flat. Then just use the stencils, ink through them, and you know you've got the same image, but on a flat, you know, perspective. So can you see? All we're doing here is just colouring this through. We're not going through with any shading or blending. We're just colouring it there, and then take your time with it, and then it will look absolutely beautiful. So just making sure I get right to the tips of those petals. Sunflowers are so special, aren't they? They just shout summer to you, don't they?
They really do.
Just...
The other thing about sunflowers is that I was always shocked about is that they turn apparently to face the sun through the day.
Yeah, yeah.
How amazing is that?
If you look out at a sunflower field in the morning, the sunflowers will all be facing one way, and if you go back just before nightfall, they'll be completely facing the other way. They will have followed the sun. Yeah.
Bit like me round the pool on holiday. That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah. Is that what you do? Do you move all day just chasing that sun?
Do you want some sunflower facts?
Oh, I'd love some sunflower
Each sunflower can contain as many as 1,000 to 2,000 seeds.
Oh, wow.
That's a whole lot of seeds, isn't it?
I eat a lot of sunflower seeds.
Do you?
I love them on a salad. Oh, perfect little bit of crunch.
Nice. And they're quite good for you, apparently, as well, aren't
Yeah.
they? You're not going to grow a sunflower, though. That's what I used to think as a kid. If you ate seeds, you'd get whatever it was growing inside you.
No, it's not going to. You're not going to suddenly wake up one morning with a sunflower coming out your ear or anything.
Sunflowers are native to North America, like potatoes, tomatoes and corn. Sunflowers were first grown in North America over 5,000 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there are 70 different species. The tallest sunflower ever on record was over 30 foot tall.
Wow.
Why? That's like the size of a 2-storey house, isn't it? Even bigger, maybe even a 3-storey building. That's bonkers.
What did they feed that sunflower with?
Sorry?
What did they feed that sunflower with?
Goodness knows. Sounds like something like a Little Shop of Horrors. Sunflowers are a multi-purpose plant. They provide a healthy snack with their seeds. They produce oil and they produce nutritious food for birds as well.
Oh, yeah.
And they absorb toxins as well. How brilliant is that? All from the humble sunflower. There you are. We'll get a BAFTA for this.
If you drop your sunflower head on the floor, do you understand? I mean, leave it just on the ground. Yeah, the mice will come and eat it. The birds will come and eat it. You know, it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
We grew some sunflowers. They didn't perform as well as we'd hoped. So I think we gave the sunflower heads to the guinea pig. I'm sure we did.
To the guinea pig?
To the guinea pig. She loved the sunflower seeds.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's like to do Little's house round yours. Honestly, it sounds like you've got a whole menagerie of animals.
We haven't had a guinea pig for quite a few years. It's when the children were younger.
Linda says, what a lovely collection. I love sunflowers. Treasure Heart says, could you use a spray adhesive to tack down the stencil? Will it damage the cardstock?
No,
so like our stick and spray?
No, because actually with the stencil, what you could do is you could attach it to your card and run that through your die cutting machine, and then you'll get a lesser emboss, but you can use stencils as embossing. Right, brilliant. I'm not going to colour any more than that, but you can see how we're going to there. I'm just going to start to colour the centre, so we can then just do the middle. So I'm going to do the middle right. Oh, have I gone the wrong way? Have I gone the lightest? Yes, I have. So I'm going to come with my lighter one, and I'm just going to take that out. Just to there, just like that. I always forget sometimes that these pens are going to go a little bit paler when we've done.
It's because you haven't swatched, you see, Corrine, that's what it is.
It's what?
It's because you haven't swatched.
Underneath, you mean?
You haven't done a swatch, that's why.
All right, you know how I normally do at the top?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I love sunflower seeds on salad too, Corrine says. Linda, any questions you've got about the collections, ways in which you might want to use it, absolutely get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. It is getting busier and busier and busier as we go through this wake-up call. It's unbelievable, unfathomably, I'm going to go with busy over on the website. And also, I mean, most of our US friends haven't even woken up yet. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be awake if I lived on the east or the west coast at this time, Corrine.
And sometimes I would say you're not even awake at this time in the UK, are you, Joe?
That's fair to say, yes. Yesterday, there was a bit of an incident yesterday, Corrine. We start work at 10 a.m. here in, well, that's the plan anyway. Yeah, I woke up at 2 minutes to 10 on the sofa, and it's about a 10-minute drive from the house to get here. I did it in very speedy time. 9 minutes I got out of the house in.
That's quite impressive.
Did all of my usual routine in 9 minutes.
That's quite impressive. I couldn't get my hair washed in that time.
Really?
No.
Oh yeah, it's a very well rehearsed. It's a very well rehearsed.
I am impressed.
Schedule. Yeah.
I am impressed. So once you've gone round like that, I'm going to just colour bits of this in just to show you, and then I would come into the centre and I'd get my dark one, and then I would just pick out. And again, it's really easy to do because I've got the emboss, so I can pick out the little seed heads just in there, just like that. And then once you've gone all the way around like that, we then do very similar with the green. Let me just, what do I want that? Oh, that looks a bit dark. Let's see what happens with, that's even dark, I'm going the wrong way. Quite pale. Let's see. So we could come in with the leaves and just do these two. And again, we don't have to do lots of shading. We can just add in the colour. Just like that. And it's so easy to do because, as I said, you've got all of the lines there ready for you.
Corrine?
What are you thinking,
Wouldn't it be wonderful to colour this and then fussy cut this?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
You know, fussy cut around the foliage and the flower elements.
Yes. It wouldn't be that difficult to do because you've got the emboss, so you'd have a nice curve on there.
And I bet you could actually double do it. Do it twice and double cut it and then decoupage up the flowers.
Yep.
Double do it with a decoupage. There you go.
Could double do it
I should patent that, double doing it on the decoupage.
Perfect. Double do it. No, that would look absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it? So then I've got my clear overlay sparkle pen, and I would just come in. Now look at this. How rich and classy does that look if we then just go over the petals? I'm not going to go over the centre or the leaves, but just going over the petals, just like that. Let's come up there, and we can come into here. Absolutely brilliant. Do love this. So you get a gorgeous, gorgeous effect just all the way.
It looks so 3D, doesn't it?
It does. It's just like it's popping off the page. So once you've done that, you can then, I could keep going, but then it'd be the rest of the show with that. So all I've got here now is I've got some of my Oasis Blue ink. Now we always talk about emboss when you start to ink it up, how it pops. Now you can quite clearly see the emboss around the outside. But if we then just come in with the blue ink, just bringing that in, blended it well on my dauber so that it blends nicely, and I'm not going to add any more.
Really lifts it.
It does, doesn't it? Can you see how those dots just come to life? And then we can then just come in, once we've started to get less ink on our dauber, just come in round here. And that is going to just bring that to life. How perfect is that? But can you see how pretty that is? That is just like, I'm in France, I've got the gorgeous sunflowers and I've got that perfect blue sky above, you know.
You need to swim tomorrow, Corrine.
Thank you, Joe. I needed to hear that. I really needed to hear that. It's about like as much as I needed that video that showed you of my husband this morning.
You've got to tell everyone about the video
dog.
this morning from Colin.
Yeah, my husband sent me this video, really lovely video of him.
Bearing in mind it should be Corrine's day off today.
Yeah, it should be my day off. But so I should have been walking the dog, and he sent me a lovely video of him up walking the dog in a really gorgeous place, and said, if you listen carefully, you can hear the birds. And it really was a gorgeous video, but it's not what I wanted to hear, because we don't see anything, because obviously we're in the studio, so no windows. Now,
we're channeling it, though, through this collection.
I was. So absolutely gorgeous. Can you see how once you've put your sparkle on and then you colour the whole, I mean, I've only done bits there, but can you see where we're going to get to? And the other bit I've just done is I've come in with my glossy highlights, just put a little drop on each of the petals. If I can just turn that so you can see just really lifts it. Now, I've got some black cardstock, and we're going to just pop that onto there.
That is stunning. Are you working on Friday, Corrine?
I'm doing the early morning at Hobby Maker on Friday morning.
Oh, well, you have the rest of the day off?
Yes, because it's going to be hot, isn't it?
Oh my word, 28 degrees Celsius.
I know.
It's going to be 27 here. So that'll feel like 40 degrees up here because it never ever gets that hot.
Does it?
Yeah, it's going to be 27 degrees in the northeast. It's going to be 30 plus, I think, in London. So
Yeah, that's my plan because I will have finished work by 8 a.m.
perfect. You'll
So
be
I
all
shall
good.
pop back to the hotel, grab my breakfast because it will be waiting for me, pack up my room and then head home.
Head home, get the cosy on, get out in the garden.
Exactly. Right, so I've got I made a card base and it's 7.5 inches by 8 inches. And all we've done here is we've scored at 1.5 inches and then 3 inches and then cut it at 5.5 inches across there, if you look at that. So if I cut there, yeah, 5.5 inches all the way down. So really easy card base to do. 7.5 by 8, score at 3 and 1.5 and cut at 5.5. So all we can then do is that's going to fold down to make me a stepper card. Really nothing complicated there. So we can then pop this one onto my card base. So we can just add that on.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that 2-hour show on this, Corrine, to have 2 whole hours to play with this brand new collection. What a treat.
I've got demos on just about every element of the collection,
Brilliant.
so it'll be perfect. Now look at this. This looks so pretty. So we've taken one of those papers, but we've taken one where the image is a little bit more muted. Do you see what I mean? It's almost looks like it's not out of focus, but you're looking through like a mist, which is beautiful. And then stamped our sentiment on the top. And again, edged it in the black, just so that everything ties in. And that will then sit perfectly just there. And then I've got another little piece to pop down here. We're nearly there. So the bit that's going to take you your time with this is just your colouring, but enjoy it, really enjoy it. I've got a little bow that we're going to pop in the middle. Oops, that's not the middle. There we go, that's the middle, just there. And then the final little bit I want to do is I have got 3 little beads. Let me just grab my pick-up tool, which is just here. I meant to get that out. And then I can put my glue on just here, and we can give them a nice little bit of spacing. 1 and 2 and a 3rd drop of glue. Put my lid pen back in, and then I can then just pick these up.
This is such a stunning card, Corrine.
It is,
really
isn't it?
is.
Really pretty. Again, just to tie in with that bow and the green on the leaves. Come on, bees don't want to pick up at all today. Put in the second one, just there, and the 3rd one. There we go. Straighten those up, put those on there, and that is how you use the embossing folder, which I think is absolutely beautiful. It's that 3D embossing folder that you can leave white, you can just brush over with your inks. I've seen ones with gilding waxes on, or you can colour it yourself if you wanted to.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Right, hold on to your craft counter again, Corrine.
Okay, where are we?
Of the main collection, 15% of the main collection has gone now. And
Wow.
so many more of you with it in your basket. Hundreds and hundreds have gone. However, the one that we are all worried about is this. And the thing is, when the paper pad goes, the collection will go. Because, of course, the paper pad will be gone. We won't be able to bring you the collection anymore. 1/3 of the paper pad has gone.
Wow.
We are 1 hour into the Wake Up Call show. So of the stock that we have allotted to us here at Crafters TV, 1/3 has gone. If you want to be able to get hold of it with your Club Inspired discount, if you want to be able to get those Club Inspired points as well, if you want to be able to add additionals into your basket, then you are going to need to be quick. 1/3 of the stock here has gone. Let me take you through then what you are getting. If you want to go for an extra one of these, you can. Details there on the bottom of your screen. You're going to get one included. You're going to get the papers in the 12 by 12, and you're also going to get them included in the 6 by 6 as well. So you will get those. You will also get, of course, that beautiful luxury linen cardstock. A lot of you are choosing to add an extra of the luxury linen cardstock into your baskets. It's very, very busy on this at the moment. Right, we then have, of course, included in here for you as well, the vellums. You can go for the vellums on their own. A lot of you are choosing to add these items in because, of course, you're spending $125. Dollars? What's a dollar? What's a dollar? Dollars. You are going to be able to unlock that free shipping. So a lot of you choosing to do that. That's the vellums. You're going to get those included. Remember, you are also going to get the flower forming foam. It's very hard to flick the foam, isn't it?
You can't really flick
no,
the foam, no.
It's very difficult. You are going to get the foam included, that beautiful flower forming foam, all matched perfectly to the collection itself, which is brilliant. So you're going to get all of that. Let's move into the hardware that you are getting. I'm going to whiz through this because I know Corrine's got some other bits she wants to take us through in this show. You're going to get in here the striking sunflowers. So those beautiful dies that can be used with the foam, or they can be used with paper. So here you see them with foam, here you see them with paper. You've got that wonderful layering stamp in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous sentiments in your sun-kissed wishes. Then you've also got your Hello Sunshine. Lovely, you've got the die element, and then you can stamp around that to create your own sentiment. This one here is a fabulous frame in to change that sentiment as well. That is a separate stamp, that sentiment within there. You've got the Sunflower Splendor, and you've also got the sumptuous. I love that word, sumptuous. Delicious, sumptuous. Really lovely. So you've got the sumptuous sunflower, and that in there is your 3D embossing folder. So much dimension on that embossing folder. You saw Corrine use it, and the two stencils. Now, this should come to £125 or $163, and it is worth every single cent or penny of that price. However, we want to do something special. We know you've been waiting for this for a long time. We've given you a 25% discount on a brand new launch. It's not normal. No, it's extraordinary. £30 or $40 is what everyone saves, but then you're all going to get an extra saving, aren't you? Because everyone's going to be able to use that Club Inspired discount. Platinum members are saving another £18 in the UK on top of that, so that takes the savings to what, almost £50. You're going to be saving another $25, $24 if you're in the US. It takes the saving to over $60. It's amazing value on what is a beautiful collection. Lots of you have shopped already and checked out your baskets. Lots more with you with it in your baskets as well. And remember, that paper pad is a third gone, and when that goes, we will lose the big collection. Of course, we will bring you a smaller collection, we'll bring it back. I think the key is with these, especially the Nature's Garden and the Sarah Signature launches, is if you want the whole collection, if you want the option of being able to add additional elements of the bits that you love in particular, then the launch day is always the day to do that. We are going to come away from this for a little while. It is going to be featured for 2 full hours. So if you're on the fence about whether you want to grab this particular collection or you've already got it and you've got it checked out, make sure you're back here at 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast, because Corrine has got so many demonstrations on it for you. She's going to take you through that. Now, we are going to move on and we're going to look at these. Gosh, I'm just hearing how many people, Corrine, have got that sunflowers in their basket at the moment.
It's absolutely
Can you
beautiful.
tap dance? We got any party tricks?
No.
Oh, I don't know what we're going to do if it goes for that launch. Who knows what will happen. I want to share with you these. So, Corrine, I was familiar with this. This style pen, this style glue pen. Seen them absolutely loads of times.
Yes.
Ballpoint glue pen in there. Brilliant for using things like your gilding flakes. What I had not seen before was this style. And I said to Corrine, is this something new? But exactly the same glue as you would find in this style glue pen, but now in that wonderful chisel nib, as you can see just there, and also in a bullet nib as well. $9.99 or $12.95. Lots of you gone for these already. A lot of you are waiting for them for when we launch the gilding flakes. I know we're going to spend some time on these later. What sort of thing would you be using these brand new pens for, Corrine?
Just to be adding your glitter, just to be adding your highlights, you know, however you like to highlight them with, like say your glitter, your gilding flakes. You could be using anything that you need that little bit of stick with. So what you'll do is you'll put it on and it'll go on sort of pale blue, and then it'll turn to clear.
So is it like a stays sticky sort of glue until something goes on it?
Yes, it will dry eventually, but you've got a lot longer, so it stays sticky for quite a lot longer. But what you put it onto its blue and then add the extras. You could even write with it and put your embossing powders on with it as well, and then heat set them. So there's lots and lots of different uses for them.
We'll see this in the later launch day show, a launch party show a little bit later. Gilding flakes, glitters, all of those different things. I'm sure you guys will be really familiar with what that middle one does there, and will be really excited to see what those chisel and bullet nibs can now do as well for your crafting. Very, very busy on those already this morning. Something else I want to tell you about, it's been out of stock since February. My oh my. It is the Crafter's Companion hot glue gun. It is UK only, and what you will get is you will get 2 packs of the glue sticks included in there as well. If you're a UK customer, you were saying you needed a new one of these, weren't you, Corrine?
I might have actually just walked over there earlier and written down the numbers and just sent off my request for one.
Oh, check you out.
Yeah.
£9.99 if you're in the UK, £7.99 if you're a platinum member. Normally it'd be £9.99 for the glue gun on its own. Get it today whilst it's on promotion. You get the 2 packs of glue sticks included for free. So many of you so excited and chatting away with us in the comments. Let's see what you guys are up to. Oh my gosh, Michelle Braun says, I got up and ordered this at 3:30 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep. I was so excited. It's such a beautiful collection. So incredible.
Wow.
We've got some weather reports coming in. We do love a weather report, don't we?
Yeah.
Miriam says hot, humid, already 80 degrees at 7 a.m. It's going to be a high of 92. I'm thinking 92 is about 31 degrees. I'm not sure. I'll have a little look later. Sweltering already. Angela says it's going to be high of 97 and incredibly humid in Indiana today. 97. Bonkers.
What's that? That's going to be...
That's like mid-30s?
Yeah.
Heather says, I'm going to my granddaughter's wedding on Friday. Glad the weather is going to be great. It is going to be El Scorcho is what it's going to be. Corrine,
you know you're off chasing the suns tonight. We might get hotter than you.
Well, it's 33 tomorrow in Marseille.
Okay.
I mean, it's borderline a little bit too hot. I'm also going away to Seville on this sort of little mini grand tour, as I'm calling it.
Yeah.
And I said to the person, someone said, should we go to Seville? And I was like, yes, darling, let's go to Seville. Brilliant. I said, just make sure you check the weather before we go, won't you? And they said, yeah, absolutely I will. Book the flights, book the hotel, check the weather. It's 36, 38 degrees.
Wow.
So hot. Corrine is making me absolutely love this collection, says Angela. Shannon says the paper is beautiful. Stephanie says, quick, pack me up and ship my order, please. I am impatient. I'm sure they'll be getting it out very, very soon for you. A lot of love for the glue pens as well. Linda says, I haven't seen glue pens like that before. Stephanie says, I spotted these and added them to my order. And Heather saying the chisel nib would be great for edging your cards with glitter. What a great idea. It really is. Right. Oh my gosh, we've got such an action-packed day for you today. We need to go back to these and have a little look. They were so busy yesterday.
Did they launch yesterday? Was it yesterday they launched?
Yesterday. Over a third of the stock went in the launch yesterday. So very, very busy. And you've got some really gorgeous sentiments within here. You've got the 2 stamps and the matte layer as well to die cut. So you've got thanks very much, just to say, special friend, best wishes. Now, best wishes is only available from us directly at Crafter's Companion. So if you bought these elsewhere and you want to complete your collection, you can get that individually over on the website. So go check that out. And you've got happy birthday here as well. If you want to shop for these, hit the shop the day button, and that is where you are going to see those, which is amazing. Right, another great deal on this, $27.96 or $35.80. Maybe you're going for the sunflowers and you're going to add these in to get you up to that spending threshold.
They would
and they'll work well with... there's not many things that these won't work with. We were having this conversation yesterday.
Every collection you've got, every die set, we're going to look at the Ornate pop-outs as well. They'll look lovely on there. They go with your sunflowers. They're just every collection you've got. They're your key worker elements. I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of elements. Look at this. A gorgeous shaker box.
Oh, Jan made that yesterday, I believe.
Oh, is this what she made yesterday? Isn't that absolutely... I love with the acetate all the way through. And a little gift box with its sentiments on. So they're really good size. But we've got a card here that is 6 by 6. but they still don't look, you know, they're not dwarfed by the card. How about a stepper card and using them to sort of anchor down those balloons? How about, this is where it's so clever. So you've got the stamp and we've heat embossed it there and then used the die to die cut it out. But we've then created the background by stamping it 3 times in different colours on the background. Really simple card. You know how we talk about masculine cards and things like that? That would look lovely for... Yeah.
She was very busy. She was very busy yesterday.
Wasn't she? And I love this one. Isn't that beautiful? Just with that those gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. Again, with that little aperture in the middle. So we're not making any of those. We're going to do something completely different. Now, let me just put those back in the right box. So I'm going to start with some watercolour card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into my stamping platform. And I'm going to pop it on there. And I'm going to take my Just stamp. Oh, I tell you what I haven't picked up is I haven't picked up my embossing powder. I've got my Just stamp just there, and then I've got my Thanks stamp just down here. So we can pop that on there. Now, I'm not worrying about spacing because this isn't about the spacing as such, because we're going to cut them out. So all I want to do first is pick these up, pick one up, pick the other one up. Now, these are brand new stamps, so you can, as I always show you, go just over it with your... I just used a lint roller just to get off any of the residue from the manufacturing process, and that's taken that off there. Then I'm coming in with my translucent ink pad. So I'm going to stamp all over there. There we go. Now, is that picking up? I hope it is. I think this is a problem. It's translucent, and I don't want to touch it, but I'm just going to keep tapping. I'm just going to tap lots of times because I'm going to hope that it is. Am I going to? Yeah, we're going to do it all in clear. We're just going to do it in clear first. So we've got this on here. There we go. I think that's got to be done. I'm not going to leave it long, so nice and quickly, while that's nice and tacky, we're going to pop that down and then we're going to press. Now, if you've got your rocker blocks, these are an ideal size to work on rocker blocks. Obviously, if I was doing it on a rocker block, I would do one at a time, just because to me that was going to give me the best control. So let's just pop that down there. Hopefully I've got all of those. So once I've got that there, not that you can see anything on there. Did I miss a bit there?
I can't see anything. That was a very good stamp.
It isn't, is it? So I'm going to go, you're still not going to see anything because I'm going to go over it with my clear embossing powder, trying to work nice and quickly before they have chance to dry. So then I just give it a little bit of a, make sure. This is the hard, I can't see where they are, but I'm just having to hope that I've got it in the right place. So let's just fold that back into there. Oh, yes, I can see. Now, I don't know, I just need to tap that there. There we go, I had a little blob. Can you just see? There, look.
Oh, yeah, I can see that now.
There you go. There you go. So it is there. I'm not just kidding you on and pretending to do... Can you imagine doing a whole demo going, and I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and I wasn't actually doing anything.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Right, now, one thing I am going to do is I'm just going to let my heat gun warm up very slightly, because I do find you get a much better result. So to check whether it's warmed up, I do warm that. That is not warm at all yet. So just give it a little bit.
Have you seen Jan's pretend heat gun? It's silent, doesn't make any noise at all.
Oh, I know, I've heard she's got a really, really good one.
She's like a sort of French mime in the heat embossing world.
Now that's starting to warm up nicely. There we go. So once that's started to warm up, I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to bring it here so that you can see. And then I can chase across there. And I can see that is, oh, I can see that's turning. I don't know whether you can, but we can have a look. I can just see. Can you see it start? There you go. You can
I can see it, yep.
It's going from dull.
It does look like a watermark, doesn't it?
Yeah. You see it going shiny?
Shiny.
It certainly is. Why did I know you were going to do that?
Oh, are you saying unpredictable, Corrine?
No, not at all. I just, as soon as I said shiny, I could actually hear that in your voice in my head.
I hope that doesn't happen to you when
I
you're
don't think I know
at
anybody
home.
else that says that in the same way.
It was actually Rachel Pearman that started it.
Was it?
Because it's in Moana, isn't it? I'm gonna be shiny. You know that song with the crab?
Yeah.
But Rachel used to sing it at Crate and Craft, but she used to change it to shiny, like a shiny, 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 shiny little thing, which is not what the lyrics are at all. And it's just stuck.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely perfect. Now, can you see that? You can see those just in white. So the first thing I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut these out. And actually, I might actually regret this. Maybe I should have, for once, cut first. I always say to you, I always cut second, but actually today I'm thinking perhaps if this doesn't cut right, we might have to go again and just let me make the mistakes for you so that you can get it right. I always stamp and then cut, and I'm thinking today I perhaps should have cut and then stamped. But we'll get there. You'll get the gist of it. Where's my mat? There we go. Put that on there and put that onto here. I could have gone through a much smaller plate than that, but we've got it. Let's take those off.
Heather has also treated herself to the 8x8 stamping platform this morning, as well as the sunflowers.
Brilliant.
What a top morning for you, Heather.
Yeah, sounds like a really good morning, doesn't it? Now, let's see. Do I need to go again? We shall see. Let's poke that out. Oh, not bad, not bad. There we go. Oh, my tummy's starting to rumble, and I've had my porridge this morning. There we go. That looks beautiful. So you can just see those on there. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my ink pads, and I don't want that one, I want parakeet. Parakeet, put a little bit on my mat, and then a little bit of my lemon tonic. And then we can just do some gorgeous blending. So let's start with the thanks, and we're going to come in first. Let's go, yes, come in with the yellow on the edge of the thanks at this side. Oops. And now, can you see this sentiment really starts to pop? So it acts as a resist. And then we can come in. Look at that.
That's amazing, Corrine.
Like I say, I've not got the centering very well. I actually should have done it the other way round. If we do another one, I'll do it the other way round. So can you see? Oops. You see how the wording just pops out?
Now you've pointed it out, I can. You've done that thing that people do. You know, they cook you a meal and you go, oh, this looks delicious. And they go, well, actually, I have overdone the potatoes slightly and the chicken is a little bit dry. Why do we do that? I think it's part of human nature, you know.
It is, isn't it? But look at this. I just love, this is such a clever technique where you can't see it. You put the ink on and it just literally comes to life, doesn't it? How clever is this? There we go. Oh, there we go. How beautiful is that? Now look at that.
Gorgeous.
That was clever, isn't it? Really clever, clever technique. So we can pop that.
When it's that way around, thanks just, it's like thanks just. I mean, you nearly ruined it, but you didn't quite, and actually you've done an okay job. So just thanks, but only just.
Thanks just, yeah, thanks just, yeah. You're not going to get any more than that, are you? Right. So what I've got here, let me just make sure, is actually I've got another couple cut out as well. And I've also done some stamping and some cutting. So I've cut out, so I've got my thanks, that's a just, and I've got my thanks, and I've cut them out in the sort of turquoise and the yellow as well. So all we're going to do is, let's find the tape pen, that'll do. So I've got one here that I've actually cut out a little bit better, and I'm going to put some tape on the back of there. Let's get dotty tape pen. I had got one out, there we go. Let's come on here with our dotty tape pen, and then we're going to come first with one colour and then the other. So let's go first with our blue and put that on as a drop shadow.
Nice.
Works really well. Then we can come back in with the tape pen, and then we can do the yellow as well. Just same direction. So it just elongates that word absolutely perfectly. Isn't that lovely? And then we can do the same with the thanks. There we go. Oops. Lift that. Oop. Turn that over. There we are. Stuck it down. And then we can do it again with, let's go the opposite way round. No, let's do it the same. No, do it the opposite. I'm going to do it the opposite. Yellow first, and then turn that over. Oops. And then do the turquoise. So we can pop that one on, and that's going to go just there. Just thanks. Just thanks, rather than thanks just.
Just
like
thanks.
You say. Like you say. Thanks just.
Yeah, just thanks is better. Like,
Yeah.
just thanks. Nothing else. You
Yeah.
couldn't do it any better. You're the best. Just thanks. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Not thanks just.
No, not just thanks just, no. That really does give different meaning to the sentiment, doesn't it? Yeah. That's like, you've made me thank you for making me some tea, but next time make me something that I actually like.
Or, I'm sorry that you feel upset by that is the one that I hate the most. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're upset by that. Because it's your fault you're upset, not my fault.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry if you are upset by it. That's the best backhanded sort of apology, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, this paper is from our Pick and Mix card, and the card and the pattern. So I love this. So it's, you know, really lovely pattern. And we've got a card blank, which is just 4.5-inch square, and we're going to fold the top in half to create our tent fold, and then we can add on our tape. Yeah. You can ruin a compliment, can't you, so easily.
Oh, I'm a master at it.
Are you?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes people say, just
stop.
listen, just say that back to yourself for a moment and see how that sounds. Well, hang on, let me say it back to you and see how it sounds. There you go. Oh yeah. Ooh.
And then just nice little mats and layers. And then we can pop these on. So you can see these sentiments could just be a little accent on a card. We saw those on, you know, we were looking at the cards a few minutes ago with one that was just a little accent on our card, you know, with the balloons. But if you wanted to, it could actually be the main focal point as well. So we've got foam pads, just put foam pads on the back of here just to lift them up, really to make them pop. Let's do that, come on, there we go. And then we can put our just on here. And then I've got my thanks. But we can make this a little bit more heartfelt in a minute because we have got our stamps as well. Don't know if you can, oh, you can see that, that's perfect. I was just seeing where it fit really well. So using those stamps, so just to say, we can pop our just, and then we can pop our to say down here. And then we can pop. Now, who could you give this to? This could be anyone, couldn't it? This could be a teacher because we're getting to the end of the school year. This could be somebody that's just done you, you know, a nice deed, a colleague. But it could be male, it could be female, it could, you know, be anybody you wanted it to be. So I've just got a couple of little pearls. Let's just grab these out of the bag, see if I can get them not to all run away. And then we can pop them onto my card base. So we can put 1, 2, and the third one. And then we can just add them, little pearls to there. Might have put a little bit too much glue, but it'll dry clear. 2 and 3. And then we can do the same on the top. I'm going to go that side, I'm going to go the opposite side just to balance it out. Pop those, that one was flying.
I like your sticky pen.
Yeah, I chased pearls around all over, so I found this, and I think I bought.
I know Lisa did a lovely one, didn't she? That isn't the Lisa one, is it?
No.
Lisa Horton bought us one. It sold out in record time. I haven't seen Lisa for a little while. I hope we get her back soon.
Oh yes, that would be lovely.
She's such a joy, isn't she, Lisa?
She really is, absolutely. But there you go, just to say thanks very much. So not just thanks, it's just to say thanks very much. So we've turned it around.
Yeah.
It's not just thanks anymore, is it?
Just to say, you could use a just to say on the front, and then inside you could put, when you did that thing, it really wound me up. You're so annoying. Yeah, just to say, you're really getting on my nerves today, you could put on the inside. I'm just thinking, you know, just change it around, making them a bit multi-use.
Maybe not. Maybe that's just the time to, you know, bide your time and not say anything.
Give me time to take a little time out. Here we go. So let me take you through the sentiments you're getting. This you got thanks very much. Just to say, special friends, that exclusive one, which is best wishes. And of course, you've then got happy birthday there as well. $27.96 or $35.80. Platinum, great platinum price there on that as well. Sensational Sky says, Joe is the master of funniness. I'm going to put that on my LinkedIn, I think, Sensational Sky, if I can use that, thank you. Angela says, loving the colours. Corrine Faye says, order place. I was so sure I wouldn't be able to resist buying the sunflower collection. I was wrong. Right, talking of sunflowers, oh my word, is it incredibly busy on this particular collection at the moment. We absolutely knew you were going to love it, and love it you have. Over 15% of the main collection has gone. Over a third of the 12x12 paper pad has gone. I'm just hearing as well how busy that 6x6 paper pad is. You are loving every single element of this collection. It should be coming to £125 or $163. I think the fact that we have popped a 25% discount on here is amazing. That means a today price of $94.99 or $122.55, saving you £30 or $40 on a brand new collection. Not just a brand new collection, one of the most hotly anticipated collections that we're going to bring to you all summer. The platinum saving is incredible as well. You're saving over £50 or $60 as a platinum member, which is amazing value for money. There is a full 2-hour show coming up on this very range, this very product at 2 p.m. here in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast, but it is exceptionally busy. I think if you want to be able to guarantee you're going to get the full collection and be able to get all the additional items that you want, then today is the day to grab it. The thing that happens with this, we will bring this collection back after day, absolutely we will, but it could be without the 12x12 and the 6x6. Maybe it'll be without the vellum. What happens is the collection, every time you bring it back, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it is gone. So if you want all of it and the additional items that you've had your eye on, today is definitely the day. And my, oh my, it is very, very busy on that. Astrid is saying in the comments that she really wants to do that now with the Just to Say. I want to know what you're putting on the inside though, Astrid. As long as it's clean, and who you're giving it to, please. That would be absolutely lovely. Heather Springer says, perfect way to send a snarky card. Love that. Maybe we should do Sarah's signature snarky card range. Can you imagine? Or we should do a snarky card range. I'd happily be the face of it. I would. I think it could be, you know, snarky cards with Joe. What do you think? I'll pitch it to Leanne. We'll see what she says. We're going to move on, though. In our later launch party show, we're going to have an Explorers deal, as we always do. And it's a really great one this week, because what you're going to get in here is you are going to get the 12x12, the 12x12 stamping platform, mat, I'll get this right in a minute. And this is great because it gives you some resistance to stamp into, so it means you get a really lovely, clean, clear, crisp stamp. If you've tried stamping before and struggled, a lot of you talk about this being an absolute game changer. You've then got the 4x4 platform, but we're also going to include some quick dry ink pads, which are the perfect ones to stamp with. So you've got your black, jet black there, you're going to get the Chinese red, the fuchsia, the plum jam, and the pine tree. So you're paying for the mat and the ink pads, you're getting the platform totally free of charge, which is brilliant because they are awesome, those platforms. The other one we're now going to go and have a little look at is this. It was something that myself and Debbie launched. I believe it was last Tuesday actually, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take you through what you're getting in here then. The pop-outs are amazing. So these cut into your card, but I think your recipients are not going to have a clue how you have managed to achieve this, because what it does is it gives you sort of this element on the front, but also allows you to have the free element at the back. So there's lots of different concepts. You can make single ones of these, double ones, triple ones. You can go back and watch that full launch day with myself and Debbie at any time. You're going to get the Regal Diamond in here. This one here is the Majestic Damask that you've got, and again, you can really see how that works. It's very, very cleverly engineered by Leanne and the team. Then we've got the Grande Circle there too. really gorgeous. And also what I should say is you're getting the worker die, which is the outside die, and then you're getting one, two, three, 4 amazing nesting dies. So think about this as being like an extra set of nesting dies, as well as creating this amazing concept for you. Then you've got, you know what I say, Corrine?
What do you say?
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. You get the
Perfect.
Baroque oval included in there as well. You like that one, didn't you?
We're going to use that one next.
Are you?
Yes.
The joke or the actual die?
Just the die.
Definitely just the die. We were in no doubt, for the avoidance of all doubt, Corrine will not be using that joke in the future. Glad to know that. If you want to go, can you smell what the Baroque is cooking? One for you wrestling fans out there. That was Craigle Bagels from the other day. I love that one. $31.96 or $40.95. Under £26 or $33 for platinum members. Maybe you're going to be adding these in with your sunflowers to get you up to that $125 shipping threshold. Lots of you still letting me know that you are chatting away. Wendy says, I've ordered the 6x6 and the sunflower dies as they'll go well with my tangled bees. Absolutely. A lot of you talking about using items from the sunflower collection with the Be Beautiful collection, and also a lot of you now talking about using it with the Autumn Blessings collection. It would absolutely work super well with that too. The colour tones very similar across all 3 of those collections. I don't know, can we put out a missing person for the last hour and 35 minutes, Corrine? Where has it gone?
I know.
Honestly, I couldn't believe the
it's
time.
flown past, isn't it?
It's absolutely flying past. It's a good job we've got a full 2-hour launch day on those sunflowers in about an hour and 25 minutes time. Any questions you've got about absolutely anything, get in touch with us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. But we are going to go back to the lovely Corrine. I believe we're going to have a little look at these pop-outs.
Have we had any questions today? I don't think
We haven't had many, no, I must say. Everyone's too busy trying to get their orders in on those sunflowers.
They are, aren't they? Really are. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my pearls ready. Just put that on there. Right. There, that's done. Right, okay, so we are ready. We're going to now use that Baroque oval. So what I have got here is I've got a piece of card and it is 11 3/4 by 7 inches. Now what I've done here is I've gone in at 4 inches from either end. So you've got 2 at 4 inches and 1 at 3 3/4, but it all will make sense in a minute. So then you get these dies. So there's 5 dies in total here. 3 of them are sort of detailed dies and 2 are your, well, I say worker dies, that's your worker die, and that one is just a sort of lovely ornate matte layer. Now what I've done is marked at the 2-inch mark from either side, just to find the middle of that panel. And what we're going to do then is we're going to pop these dies onto here. So this is taking up most of that space on there, so it's really quite snug. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pop a couple of pieces of tape on here, just making sure it's lined up top and bottom on there. So let's put a piece of tape on there, and again this will go through, let's just grab it so we can show you. This will go through our smaller plate, so we can put one on there, then there we go. Oh, I need the magnetic shim as well. That's stuck, there we go. So we can pop that onto there, and then we can run that through. So you can see I've got cards sticking out at the back, but that's absolutely fine. So we're cutting it once into one side. And what these do is, we didn't really mention it, the worker die. I jumped straight in because I've done some demos with this before and I forget to mention it. What you've got is you've got an oval, but it's got a little lip. Just
like a little kissy lip, as Debbie was calling it.
Debbie was calling it a little kissy lip.
She was calling them duck's lips as well, but I did point out ducks don't have lips.
No, they don't, do
they?
they?
Beaks.
No,
Very
they've got a
different.
beak.
Imagine a duck with lips. That'd be hilarious, especially if I'd had them like done. Can you imagine, like big
like two big Pringles,
pumped up lips?
like 2 big Pringles on the end of their lips, of their beak. That tape's taped down nice and tight. Now, can you see what it's done here is it has cut all the way round, but not there. And I'll show you here if you can see. Hopefully you can see. Can you see? So what it is the blade comes all the way around the outside and stops and then goes again. When you come into the next size, that is solid. That cuts all the way round. But because this one doesn't cut all the way round, it's done like that. Now what I'm actually going to do, and I forgot to do that, I've done loads of these shows. I launched this down on our Hobby Maker channel, and I forgot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on again round the other side and put that on, And this time, I'm going to change my plate combination. I'm going to take that. Because it's such a basic shape, I don't need the magnetic shim. I didn't put the magnetic shim on before, and it just stops it pressing so hard. Now, the advantage of having this like this is that die cut now won't get flattened. It'll stay with a nice curve edge because it's not going back through my die cutting machine. So as often do that, have the bit that you've already die cut pop in out of the card base. So we can take that from there. There, that came off a lot easier. Now you can see, absolutely perfect. And again, it's not cut just there. So all we need to do now is we get our scoreboard, which was right by my feet. And then we're going to pop this onto here. Let's go onto the inches side. And then we're going to take my score tool and we're going to come down at the 2-inch mark and we're going to just score down to there. And then we're coming up from the bottom. You'd obviously rub off your little pencil marks. I'm going to whiz that one round and I'm going to do the same at the 2-inch mark from there and then up from there as well.
Forward process for what looks like a very complicated
Exactly,
card.
it really does. So let's just fold it over on those score lines that we did that don't interfere at all. And then open out and then...
Rachel points out as well, if you wanted to use the largest worker die as a nesting die as well, nothing to just stop you snipping that bit out, is there?
We are about to actually do that.
Are we?
So then I'll show you. It can still be used as a worker die, no problem. So that one's gone onto there. Then this one I'm just going to fold on to there. And what you'll see is this will then more or less line up in the middle. So yeah, absolutely perfect. So what you've got here is you've got, oops, cut through, come on. There we go. What you've got now is you've got a double pop out. Really, really.
That's very clever.
Yeah, very clever indeed. So as we mentioned, you might want to use that as a matte layer. So all I've got now is, if I can find the die, there we are. So this is more of a piece of paper rather than strong cardstock, and I'm going to cut it through just like that. So as we're saying, or as Rachel was just saying, they can be used as mats and layers, because what I want now is I want a third oval. So we can pop that through, and all you need to do here is when you lift the die off, I always say be careful when you're lifting your die off because you don't want to pull, because it would pull it out. But here what we've got is we've got it still in our cardstock, but all we're going to do is just tiny little snip there.
So clever, isn't it?
Yeah, oops, because I don't use my plates. And then a tiny little snip just there. And then I've got another one as well. So that works perfectly. So I've got two in there, and then we can have a third one in the middle.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really easy to do. Now, we also want to use the detail. So we can go down. I've got the detail, the next layer down. As we were saying, this one is solid. So I'm going to pop that onto some cardstock. So this is from our gnomes collection.
The gnomes. Oh, I love the gnomes.
Nature's Garden gnomes.
Weren't they fabulous?
Yes.
Did they
so
sell
much
out?
fun.
I haven't seen them anywhere since we launched them.
No, they must have done really well, mustn't
Must
they?
have sold out.
Must have done.
That was our last Nature's Garden launch, actually, wasn't it? It was the
I think it
previous one
was.
to the sunflowers.
Let's get rid of some of these plates off here. There we go. So you want to cut those out. You need as many as you can of those. So we've got three ovals, so we'll need 3 of those. And as you say, those just fit perfectly on there.
Brilliant.
You can see on that. And then the next layer down that we need is, we have this one here. So this has got a blade working around the outside, but nothing in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of cardstock, pop that on. Let's just cut that out, because I don't want the bit I want. Pop that on here. Now, because it's detailed, I am now going to go back in with all my plates. So I can't do this just on the 3 plates because I need that pressure. And that's going to come through here. Right, let's just tidy up a little bit as we go. There we are. And that is going, oh, there we are. Look at that. Absolutely, you can see every last bit has cut out. So all I need to do, give it a quick tap, and that is then, it just needs those last little bits, look, poking through there. They've all cut out beautifully. And the other one you could do is you could keep these little pieces and maybe paper piece them with a different colour. That would look really pretty. How about that? Isn't that gorgeous? I've got some there, look. You can see I've cut all the bits out, pushed all the bits out. Looks so, so pretty. Now, what we want to do is we want to now start putting our card base together. So, oops, I have got some more of the elements. So I've got some with pearls on straight away. And what you can do is, can you see you've got that gap in the back? This is going to strengthen your card. So what we can now do is we can add our elements.
I think it makes it almost impossible from the front to see how you've created the card when you put those panels in, don't you?
Exactly, it really does. Now, what you want to do here is put your adhesive onto the base, because if you put your adhesive onto the base, you get it in the right place. If you try to put it onto here, you'll end up with glue behind this bit, which is what you don't want. So we can then just put that on here. There we go. And we're going to do the same on this side. Let's put our glue on there. And that one's going just in here. There we go, put that on. So I've got a couple more of those just to go in here. So we can put another one. Like I say, it's just going to strengthen it and like I said, hides the workings and nobody will know how you have put this card together. This is a fun paper, isn't it? This
really fun. I absolutely love
Nature's Garden Gnomes.
Remember as well, you can go back and watch the launch day on this, as I said earlier. So there's a full 2 hours on this product alone. So make sure you go back and check that out. Just double check when it was. I think it was last Tuesday. I'm just going to double check for you.
I'm trying to remember because I did Hobby Maker the one day and then it was on here the next day, wasn't it?
It was last Tuesday. So Tuesday the 7th with myself and Debbie was when we launched these. You can go back and watch that back anytime you like, as you can with every single show we've ever done here on Crafters TV, so you know you're going to have the inspiration whenever you need and require it.
It's clever, isn't it, that everything is always, always there. Never going to run out. So put a little bit of foam on the back. So you can see on here, look, we've got the 2 panels, and now we're going to put on a 3rd panel. So this one won't be a swinging panel like the other 2, but it will still look amazing. So we can then pop this through here. I think this will be just about right time for us to have them over the show, won't it?
Amazing. Perfect timing.
Perfect time. So let's just line those up in the middle. And then we can come in with our detail layer. And we can pop that one on. They are so much fun. Now you're going to get, like you showed us, you get in the oval, you get in the
the oval, the rectangle. You're getting that sort of fancy one, aren't you? Which is the mask.
I was trying to think what it was called.
And you're getting the so you get the circle, the rectangle, the oval, and the damask as well, which is
damask, that's the one
like
I
a very
was
fancy
thinking
brooch. What I love about this paper pattern here is you don't need to pattern match it, do you? You know some patterns, Corrine, if you don't pattern match them and get them perfect on your thing, it just all looks a bit odd.
No.
But this is random enough that you don't need to worry about pattern matching.
No, no pattern matching needed here at all.
They're always on the sewing bit. It's one thing they always talk about. Oh, she hasn't pattern matched properly.
All right.
Get marked down. I've actually started watching it this year.
Oh, I love
it's
it.
the first. So I'm not fully watching it. But Stacey, who I stay with whilst I'm down in Peterborough, she watches it, and I seem to have caught majority of the last couple of episodes. And I must admit, it's piqued my interest.
Has it? It's fantastic to watch. It's something I would never have previously watched, but I've been really enjoying watching it. We're going right down to that small little element in the middle.
Amazing. The one I can't get into, and I've willed myself many, many times, is the pottery throwdown. I just can't get into it. George, gorgeous George with the joystick, he loves a pottery throwdown. Why am I not surprised, George? Have you seen it, Corrine?
I've only sort of seen it in passing. I don't know. Again, it's one of those, I'm not sure if I'd really want to watch it.
I was a very big Joe Lycett fan, but I am loving Sarah Pascoe as well the sewing bee.
Yeah.
She's very funny.
She is. Yes, it's very, I think that's half of what makes it, isn't it? Putting our with love in the centre. Now, look at this. Look at how these dies just pop out. And the great thing is, this one will still fold fairly flat, not totally flat, but fairly flat for postage. Because I always want to think, you know, you need to know that you can post it. But look at that. I just love the kinetic movement that you've got with that. Brilliant dies. Now, what I've done here with the oval, you can do with all of the dies in the collection.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? I'm just going to go through what we get included. Do you want to get ready for that card of the show,
I will,
Corrine?
yeah.
Brilliant, and we'll get that vote. It's going to be a really tough choice today. Let me take you through then what you've got in here. So you've got the Regal Diamond, firstly, which is this one just here. Then the other one you've got in here is your, this one here is your Majestic Damask, which is that one there. Then here you have the Grande Circle, which is that one just there. And then you've also got your Baroque Oval too. Brilliant, brilliant price. Loads of you going for these today. Actually very, very busy on them at the moment. 25.57 or 32.76 gets you all four of them, which is brilliant, brilliant value. Loads of you still chatting about the sunflowers in the collection, sunflower collection in the comments as well. Right then, card of the show, Corrine.
Have a look at what we've got so far. So we started off where you've got to start off with our gorgeous sunflower. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I love the simplicity of the white. I love how it's got the bowed front on the front. You're just inviting you in to have a look, isn't it? So that's number one. Our second demo was again with the sunflower collection using the 3D embossing folder. Love how we've put all that detail in. The third one was with our sentiment stamps, just to say thanks very much, not just thanks. And then the fourth one is our gorgeous ovals on our pop-out, ornate pop-out dies. So yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Amazing, absolutely brilliant. George has called it, he's calling it number 2.
Okay.
Do you know what, I'm going to say number 2. Jamie, what are you calling? Oh, he's going to say number 4. 2, 2 and 4. Well, it's not up to us. If it was 2, what do you like? 1. If it was up to us, 2 would have won. But let's see what you, the people, the Democratic Republic of Crafters TV have to say about the card of the show. I get them in Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Let's take a little look at these. Another product that was recently launched. You will be seeing it later in the launch party. And these are brilliant. They're such a great size, these stamps. And this one is, because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. How sweet are these? Lucky to have you. This one says a friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. This one says good friends are hard to find, harder to leave and impossible to forget. Then this one says friend, one who listens, doesn't judge and somehow makes everything all right. This one says friendship is not about who you've known the longest, it's about who walked into your life, said I'm here for you and proved it. And then finally, there is nothing better than a friend unless it is a friend with chocolate. No, maybe it's a friend with chocolate and wine. Is an even better friend. You could add and wine in handwriting on the bottom there if you've got a particularly whiny friend. $13.99 or $23.75 if you want to get your hands on those. You get all of them for that price. I mean, brilliant, brilliant value there. $11.19 or $19 as a platinum member to grab a hold of those ones just there. The other one I want to tell you about, these have been so incredibly busy since we launched them, are the flower dies. And again, we've done a lot of sort of intermediate sized dies and stamps at the moment, and these are perfect because there's lots of different ways you can do these and assemble them. You can cluster them together, you can make arrangements of them. There is absolutely loads of options for you. So you're going to get the Dainty Daisy. Love that they're all disconnected too. This one is the Dreamy Dandelion.
That one's been everybody's most popular.
It has, hasn't it?
Most favourite, sorry.
It really is brilliant, that one. And then you've also got as well the Pretty Foliage, and then your Charming Floral in there too. Very, very busy on those. $17.59 or $22.80. But talking of busy, oh my giddy aunt.
They're loving this, aren't they? Absolutely.
It is flying out at the moment. Over 15% of the main collection has gone. Over a third of the stock of the 12 by 12 paper pad has gone as well. It's a brilliant deal on that big collection. Let me take you through everything you're getting now. A lot of you are still choosing to add extras in. If you wanted to add an extra paper pad, or maybe you just want to get the paper pad on its own, the details are there on the bottom of your screen for you. Love that you've got, so nice that there's some sort of lavenders and warmer oranges in here as well, Corrine.
It's a beautiful, beautiful colour palette. I like the blues in it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Double-sided, multi-layered within each paper, aren't they? So, you know, multifaceted. You're going to look at them and just pick out that one.
Love to see that one fussy cut. Can you imagine taking the time to fussy cut that border?
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I bet that one looks lovely in the 6x6 paper pad.
It does indeed.
Put a
I haven't got
the
hang on, I've got one over it. You will get the 6x6 included as well. I'll give you the individual details for the 6x6 too, because it is very, very busy on this at the moment. If you want to go for an extra one of the 6x6, you can. Details are there in
look at that,
that
was there. And you could just put sentiment in the middle, couldn't you, and just use it.
So simple. And actually, some of these could be used on the other aspects if you wanted to as well. You know, like with a sort of diamond easel or something like that.
That would look nice, wouldn't it? Oh, listen to you getting a bit crafty.
I know. Check me out.
I know.
So you're going to get that included as well. I need
put
to be
it
a
back
little bit
right, or
taller.
you'll have Tracy on you.
Sorry?
Put it back right.
I know, can you imagine? She nearly had a nosebleed earlier when Jamie tried to move some of the pack shot around. Woof. Let me share. Oh, she's coming for me. Quick, lock the door. Let's have a little look here. So you've also now got your luxury castle. You are, of course, getting this included too. Again,
all the colours that are just good.
Isn't that one beautiful?
I know.
Like
you'll see that in the paper pad.
Using that with that sort of purple tone that you've got in one of the paper pad sheets. It's a match made in heaven. What I love about these collections is that you know you can pick up any single element of this collection and it's going to work with the rest of the collection. Here as well, you've got the vellum. So you want to go for the vellums, you absolutely can go for those individually. Such great quality, aren't they? I mean, amazing.
Beautiful. Maybe they're going to be at the top of a box. Maybe they're going to go over an aperture. They just give that muted sophistication to your projects, don't they?
Muted sophistication. I love that, Corrine. You are, of course, going to receive as well your flower forming foam. I'll try it.
Not just for sunflowers.
No.
You're going to be, you know, make so many flowers out of this. You could make gorgeous yellow rose out of that. And, you know, the fact that we're giving you the foliage bits as well.
Really great quality. You're going to heat set that as well, so it's going to be really super robust. I know we're not meant to have favourite bits. I think obviously all the paper elements are up there are my favourites, but I think these are going to be so versatile. I think they look quite unlike anything else we've had in a floral dye form before.
Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. But you're not, you know, change the colour and they're not necessarily going to look like sunflowers. You could make them look a little bit more daisy-esque or however you wanted to.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Really,
with lovely
really
cut in the vellum, I'm thinking too.
Yes.
Another great way to use them.
Now this. I can't wait to show you a demo.
Are we going to see a demo on this in that later launch day show?
Yeah.
Absolutely excellent. So you're going to get that included. It's your layering stamp. Wonderful to use for your quick dries. Then you've also got the Sun-Kissed Wishes here. I love some of these. Just a note, rise above the storm and you will find the sunshine. Wild like a flower, warm like the sun. And this one says, just a wild flower in love with the sunshine.
How lovely
love
is
that one.
Yeah.
Isn't it brilliant? Then we've also got this.
Your next tattoo.
No, I haven't got a first one yet.
No, not me.
I really want a tattoo, but I just can't decide on one. And I'm so fickle, Corrine, that I know I'll go off it and
that's it. So
I'll have it and I'll be like,
don't
like it. No, I don't think so. I nearly, hilariously, had a halogen oven tattooed on me once upon a time.
Thank goodness you didn't.
The outline of a halogen oven. At the time, I thought it was a great idea. Honestly, it goes to show you why I shouldn't be having a tattoo, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hello Sunshine is this one just here, which is great. You've then also got the Fabulous Frame. Is that one there? We've also got Sunflower Splendor in here, which is that lovely, really, really detailed create card, but with an aperture in the centre as well, so it gives you an opportunity to craft.
It does
Loving
give you
that.
Lots of opportunities.
We've also got then as well that 3D embossing folder with the stencils too, which is excellent. Number 2 is the card of the show, Corrine.
There we go. Using that very embossing folder that you've got in your hand just there.
Brilliant,
Perfect.
absolutely
Well, thank you very much.
Really, really wonderful wake-up call. Been so excited. We're so excited for that launch. Remember as well, if you're going for this, you should be paying £125. Today price is £94.99, saving you £30, but Platinum members £75.99 for the UK viewers. If you're in the US, you should be looking at £163.40. However, we've taken $40 off of that today, and then Platinum's down to $98.04. Remember, if you're a US customer, make sure you're spending $125 and you will get that free shipping and handling, which I know you absolutely love. Don't forget, Asher just says, Joe, you're priceless. Thanks, I think. Don't forget about the Totally Tiffany anniversary. Going to be culminating in a big show on Saturday night. But remember, if you are spending 30, you'll save 5. If you're spending 50, you'll save 10. If you're spending 80, you'll save 20, which is brilliant. Right, I think we've earned some lunch today, don't you, Corrine?
I am so hungry.
Me
Yes.
too. Have you got corned beef pie?
I haven't got corned beef pie.
Oh,
I
Christina's
might
done.
have the last cupcake though.
Oh, delicious. We've got corned beef pie for lunch today. Don't forget, catch us back here in just an hour's time, which is awesome. 2 p.m. UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. Don't forget to check out your baskets and make sure you get your orders in between the shows. We'll see you back here in an hour. Take care.